One sunny afternoon, Mr. Robert, a philosophy teacher, was taking a walk with his class. They were near a busy farmer's market, the kind of place where people sold fruits, vegetables, handmade baskets, and all sorts of things. With him were several students, including Ryan, Jake, Daniel, and a few others who enjoyed his lessons because he always taught through real-life examples. As they walked along the dusty path, something caught their attention. A man was struggling with a cow. He had a rope in his hand and was pulling it with all his strength. But the cow refused to move even a single step. It stood firmly in one spot, not caring about how hard the man tugged. It was clear this had been going on for quite a while, because the man looked tired and frustrated. Mr. Robert stopped walking and said politely to the man, "Sir, would you mind waiting for a moment?" The man paused, confused but willing to listen. Mr. Robert then called his students closer and said, "Come around. There is something very important I want you to understand today. Life teaches us lessons everywhere, and this scene in front of us is a powerful one." He pointed at the man and the cow and asked, "Tell me something. Who do you think is really tied to whom? Is the cow tied to the man, or is the man tied to the cow? Who is the real master here, and who is the servant?" The students looked at one another, trying to make sense of the question. Jake, who always tried to answer first, said, "Sir, to me it's obvious. The man must be the master, because he's the one holding the rope. The cow is tied, so it has no choice. Wherever the man goes, the cow has to follow. That means the man is in control." Mr. Robert smiled gently and said, "Interesting, but let's test your conclusion." He reached into his backpack, took out a pair of scissors, and walked toward the rope. Before the man or the students could react, Mr. Robert quickly cut the rope in one clean snap. What happened next surprised everyone. But before we continue, please consider subscribing. That cow, now free, didn't stay still for even a second. It took off running as fast as it could. Dust rose from the ground as it sprinted away. The man immediately dropped everything and ran after the cow, trying desperately to catch it. The students watched in shock. Mr. Robert turned to them and said, "Now that the rope is gone, look carefully. Who is following whom? Who seems more attached? Does it look like the cow needed the man? Or does it look like the man can't live without the cow?" The students remained silent, thinking. Mr. Robert continued, "The cow wanted nothing to do with the man. It was only the rope that made it stay. But the man, he is the one chasing. He is the one who cannot let it go. So who was tied all along? It was the man." He let those words sink in. Then he said something that changed the way his students saw their own minds. We think we are in charge, but the truth is different. These thoughts control us. They follow us everywhere. They steal our peace. They make us react, suffer, overthink, and feel small. The students listened quietly. Some of them had been dealing with their own inner battles, and the example hit them deeply. Mr. Robert went on, "But here is the surprising part. The moment we lose interest in these negative thoughts, they disappear. They run away like the cow did. They only stay because we keep feeding them." He picked up a little stone from the ground and held it. In the same way, we think we own many things: objects, relationships, money, status. We believe these things belong to us. But actually, the more we depend on something, the more we become its servant. The more we fear losing something, the more it controls our life. He dropped the stone. A free mind is like an empty glass. It has space for peace. It has space for joy. It has space for new blessings. But when your mind is full of old pain, old anger, and old memories, nothing good can enter. Mr. Robert then smiled warmly and said, "Peace doesn't come by chance. It comes by choice. You can choose to let go of what hurts you. You can choose to stop chasing things that run away from your life. You can choose a still, quiet, and beautiful mind." The students took a deep breath. absorbing every word. He ended by saying, "If this message touched your heart, share it with others. More people need to hear it." And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and stay connected. I'll bring another life-changing story soon. Until then, stay patient, stay grateful, and always move forward.